These days, I find myself haunted by my younger self. She's watching me closely, and she's shaking her head. She's confused. If someone had told her that one day she would be staying home with her baby while her husband supported them, she would have rolled her eyes and laughed nervously. She knows what stay-at-home moms are like. They're like her mom, an old-fashioned housewife who stayed home with 3 children and claims it was the happiest time in her life. Young me secretly thinks women who stay home with their kids are bored and they have no lives. And here she is, 16 years later, having a life and staying home with the baby. It's strange to become something you never imagined. It's also strange to see yourself one way and then realize everybody else sees you another way. In another life, I used to play an actor's game where you're given a playing card that decides your status, with the ace being highest and the 2 lowest. No one knows what card you have, and the idea is that while interacting with each other, your status is revealed by your behavior, because a king acts differently than a 3. The game gets interesting and a little uncomfortable when you're given a second card to put on your forehead. Everybody sees this card but you. It tells the group how they see you, while you see yourself as the card in your hand. You can imagine how it feels to think you're a queen while everyone else is treating you like a 2. Just about the time I get to thinking of myself as fabulous, I catch my reflection and realize I look just like my mom, suddenly reducing me to about a 4, maybe a 3, depending on what I'm wearing. I've always cared too much what people think of me, but more than anyone else, I think I worry what 19-year-old Johnny would think of my life now. Would she be disappointed that I got married so young and eventually had a baby after all? Would she look down on me for growing old and impatiently remind me that I'm not making my living as an actor? Would she be mad that I cut off all her hair? Who does she think she is, anyway? Here's what I want to say to that young'un. I want to point out that with age comes experience and wisdom, and that I'm a lot smarter than she is. I want to not so delicately compare her boyfriend with my husband. I want to hear her speak on matters close to her heart and then listen to me speak on those close to mine. I want to say, honey, you look better with short hair, okay? But most of all, I want to let her hold the baby and watch her fall in love and realize it's okay that she's going to change her mind. And then I want to roll my eyes at her very dramatically and put my hands on my hips and perform the following monologue. I am a wife whose incredibly nice husband supports her. I chose to leave my job. I make no money, and I'm happy. I have mastered speaking in baby voices. I am very successful at making silly faces. Sometimes I kind of dress up to take a walk so that I feel pretty. My idea of a good time is lying on the floor trying to outbabble a 17-pound person instead of sitting in a bar with a bunch of friends. I'm still fabulous, and I have plenty to offer the world, and I will act again, and I will go to bars again, but right now my greatest contribution is this little baby who makes magnificent spit bubbles. And I have a feeling he's going to be a fantastic human being. So, if you see me wandering the neighborhood pushing a baby stroller with spit up all over my shirt, don't be surprised. Maybe you see me as a 2, but I'm carrying a much higher card, and someday you'll agree. Right now, I'm a housewife. And because of this, I will forever look at moms and housewives and see them for who they are. They're not only queens, they're aces. There, I told me.